In 1952, the British government convicted one of its own war heroes of a crime for simply being who he was. 2 years later, he was dead by his own hand. This is the story of Alan Turing, the man who broke an unbreakable code, invented the blueprint for every computer you've ever touched, and was destroyed by the very country whose freedom he secured. By the 1930s, mathematics already had its share of brilliant theorists. What it didn't have was someone who could take pure logic, abstract, invisible, untouchable, and turn it into a machine capable of thought. Turing did exactly that, years before anyone built a working computer. And the distance between what his mind was capable of and how his own government would eventually treat him became one of the cruelest ironies in modern history. At Cambridge in 1936, Turing described something that had never existed: a theoretical machine that could, in principle, compute anything computable. On paper, it was just an elegant abstraction, a thought experiment for mathematicians. Then war broke out, and Britain suddenly needed exactly that kind of mind, pointed at a problem that was costing thousands of lives every week. The German Enigma cipher, considered mathematically unbreakable. At Bletchley Park, under near total secrecy, Turing led the design of the bomb, an electromechanical machine engineered specifically to crack Enigma's constantly shifting daily settings. This wasn't a flash of inspiration, it was relentless, methodical engineering, building, testing, failing, adjusting, and testing again for years, while the war outside was being lost in real time. When the bomb finally worked at scale, Allied intelligence could read Nazi military communications almost as fast as German commanders could send them. Historians estimate Turing's code-breaking work shortened World War II by 2 to 4 years and saved as many as 14 million lives. And he didn't stop there. After the war, he wrote out the theoretical foundation for the modern digital computer, and then asked a question no scientist had dared frame so bluntly: can a machine think? The test he proposed to answer that question, the Turing Test, is still the benchmark artificial intelligence is measured against, more than 70 years later. In 1952, police investigating a burglary at Turing's home discovered he was gay, a criminal offence in Britain at the time. He was convicted, stripped of his security clearance, and chemically castrated as a legally sanctioned alternative to prison. 2 years later, he was found dead of cyanide poisoning. The man whose work helped defeat the Nazis was destroyed by his own government's cruelty toward him. In 2013, the Queen granted him a posthumous royal pardon. Today, his face appears on Britain's £50 note. But the real reveal here isn't the apology that came 6 decades too late. It's the reminder that brilliance and persecution can occupy the exact same life, and that the debt a nation owes its brightest minds isn't always paid while they're still alive to receive it. If stories like this move you, subscribe to the Trove. New episodes every week.